from a lineage that is derived from the Persian Empire. I come from a lineage that's derived from the Egyptian Empire. And we thought, what a good way to use culinary experiences in order to bridge cultural differences and show that all cultures are beautiful, even if they're different. So that's kind of where we started. Payam approached me one day and said, hey, there's been some changes in the political climate, and with your legal skills and my networking and business development skills, we might be able to put together a way in which we can legally bring in stuff that historically has not been allowed into the American market. When it comes to caviar and saffron and a few other products, is the best and highest quality in the world. So that's where this whole thing started. And so we wanted to take something that was non-existent and bringing it into existence.
First of all, I think you're giving me a lot more credit than I deserve. I don't have any skills other than really bringing people together and believing in the people that I work with, and I think that's really what alchemy is based on. I think we do have a professional relationship, of course, but Hesh and I are great friends. I think with business, it's a growing experience. To get to that end results, you have to take 10 different paths. I think the only thing that's constant, and not to sound cliche, but the only thing constant in life is change. I've never known Hesh to approach something without passion. Hopefully he feels the same way about me. I am a little bit over the top. I know I'm a little bit difficult to deal with sometimes. You can ask anybody that I work with, but why not continue in a business where we can provide the best ingredients, the freshest ingredients, and the top quality ingredients, I'm sure Hesh would agree, to the world.
One of the things that I really, really appreciate and I'm grateful for in Payam is his humility. As great as he is, he's always going to downplay his accomplishments. And what he's accomplished is really phenomenal. People don't realize how difficult it is to coordinate and to negotiate and to make agreements, international agreements between countries that have not done business together. It's a feat. And the one thing about our dynamic that I think is worthy of noting, we were able to trust each other immediately. His energy and his vibe that I get from him is so amazing. And the way that we work together and build each other up is exactly the type of corporate sort of culture that I had been wanting to have my whole life. And it's something that we hope and intend to duplicate throughout our whole business. So now we have several different executives that are working with us. We have Molly, we have Jihan, we have a bunch of other people that are also working with us that are going to eventually become incorporated into the executive structure as we start to expand. And I think our friendship is based on our trust with each other in business. And that's something that I think is really important to sort of try to nurture and continue to grow. But we wanted to make sure that when we were dealing with farms and aquaculture facilities, saffron farms, that we're dealing with people who are being treated with dignity and respect and honor. Now, everything evolves. And the way in which our company evolved beyond just the inception that took place between me and Payam is, for example, when we started working with Molly, she brought up compassion as a driving force in terms of how we're doing our dealing. So not only are we now doing things ethically and in a principled manner, but now we try to incorporate compassion into everything that we do. And that just makes our company even better. So every time we bring in somebody into our business, we're seeing that it's evolving into something even better and greater each time.
As I said to everyone ad nauseum, is you gotta know your product, you gotta love your product, familiarize with your product,
and be experts.
I know I must have driven you guys crazy, but I remember texting Hesh and Molly all the time. Look at this new, article. Look at this research that I found on saffron, on caviar. It just, consumes my day, and I'm very lucky to work with people who feel the same way and they have that shared vision. Saffron and caviar is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what we have to offer. And we're going to give you that experience that quality product, and we're never ever going to deviate from that.
If there's something that makes it illegal, or if there's some sort of a block, I think that what he's trying to say is, I will try, and where there's a will, there's a way. So we have a will to bring into existence these good things, highest quality products in the world, particularly from countries or between nations that aren't necessarily doing trade with one another for whatever political and or tension reasons that exist between those countries. So the way in which I believe I would like to see growth in alchemy is in two different ways. One is identifying high quality products and to try to find a legal way to bring in that product into the United States market and anywhere else globally, really. The other thing is I want to be able to go and identify specific species that are threatened that also have a high, value so that we can sell it in commerce internationally. We sell the product, but reinvest it into propagating that product. So it's almost like we're taking the earth and the things that are in the earth that might be threatened and using the value that is inherent within them, purchase that, and then reinvest it into the propagation of that specific species. And I think that's a good business model for us.
There's a couple layers here for me, other than for example, the caviar and the animals themselves. I think, aside from bringing you the best product and the top quality ingredients, we do a lot for the sturgeon fish. And I think one of the things that you have mentioned is propagation, about our reinvestment back into the environment, reinvesting into the propagation of the species. We don't want to take from Mother Earth without giving back, right? We take so much from her as is. This is a way of giving back to the environment, giving back to the people, being responsible about our business.
We have the best caviar in the world, the best caviar available in the United States right now, and we have it at a price that can beat any other supplier of caviar. So that being said, that's going to be the model going forward. We have the best saffron, we can offer it for the best price and at the highest volumes. And every product that we introduce into our alchemy line is going to follow that model.